Yesterday we talked about the multitude of Forge World kits that were going last chance to buy, and the fact that some of them had vanished well before that post went up, but something we didn't talk about, something I neglected to mention, purely because of the grief that I had to overcome beforehand. That's maybe a bit dramatic, but still, something that genuinely made me actually sad, which is possibly slightly worrying, was that it's not just Forge World stuff that is disappearing. It's also some, frankly, absolutely classic quality kits from Games Workshop proper. That's right, I'm afraid the Boxnought is on its way out. It is being phased out, it is gone last chance to buy, so are the Sternguard Veterans and the Terminators. Now, admittedly, in the case of the Terminators, I don't really have a problem with that because, well, we're getting new Terminators that are scaled correctly and just look like the old Terminators, but bigger and chunkier, which is, frankly, how I've always envisioned them in my mind anyway. So, for me, that is just a flat upgrade. I can understand why they're not wanting to produce the old Terminator kit because it's not as good, it's just older. It's not as crisp, not quite as detailed, and the scaling's better on the new ones. So I'm not too fussed about seeing that go. Even though I have bought quite a lot of that Terminator kit in my time, it's not the end of the world. The other two, however, I'm genuinely sad about. Like, actually genuinely sad about. Now, as they've said here, they can still be fielded in the new edition of 40k, representing kits that are still supported. So, new Sternguard kit, which is incoming, and the Dreadnought. They are kind of still there. I mean, I guess you could run your Boxnought as a Venerable Dreadnought, so again, it's not like you can't play them anymore, but these kits are quality. The Boxnought still holds up, in my opinion, and the Sternguard Veterans, oh my god, don't even get me started. See, the thing is that whilst the Boxnought has definitely aged, it still looks really, really good, and it still has, I think, quite a reasonable place alongside the Redemptor. Just because the Redemptor now has loadouts that kind of are similar or match what the Boxnought has, doesn't mean that the Boxnought suddenly ceases to be fun or useful. It is an old kit. It's definitely an old kit. I don't dare look up how old it actually is because that will just make me feel even older than I am, and I already feel pretty goddamn old. But for all of the slightly dated elements about it, I still don't think it's a bad looking Dreadnought. I mean, how can it be? It's the one that, I mean, a lot of us have literally grown up with. It's the one that you've seen most often. It's the one that's been around for longest. And I kind of assumed, even with the introduction of the Redemptor, that we'd just still have the Boxnought, that it wasn't going to go anywhere because it's too iconic to die. Like, it's on the front of so many things. It's involved in so many, like, cinematics. I mean, you think about the cinematic for Dawn of War, and that Boxnought grabbing an orc, crunching him, and then setting him on fire. I love that, and I go back and watch it, and it just makes me think about how awesome the kit is, and I've assembled a lot of them over the years, so to actually have it go is, I don't know, it's given me a little pang. It's given me a little kind of, oh, I kind of thought we'd always have that, which, I don't know, I'm going to miss it. I'm genuinely going to miss just being able to pick up a Boxnought. It's still good. And as for the Sternguard Veterans, the firstborn Sternguard, the fact that that kit is going away is just outright gutting. Like, I've got a bunch of them down there. I love that kit. That is a fantastic kit. It is a kit basher's dream box. There is so much cool stuff in there for Space Marines. You can take 2 boxes of Tactical Marines, 1 box of Sternguard Veterans, mix them all together and end up with some really nice, fancy, standard troops that, I don't know, you're just not going to be able to do anymore. And the thing is, I do like the new Primaris Sternguard kit. It does look pretty cool, but there isn't the same level of customization that I can see in the images they've shown. I don't get the feeling that there is quite as much going on as there was in the Sternguard Veterans kit that the Firstborn have had access to for I don't even know how long at this point. It really feels like there's a progression of loss going on here, like a sliding scale of loss when it comes to these kits. The Terminators I can deal with, we're arguably getting just an upgrade to that kit. The Dreadnought, I mean, I'm sad to see it go. It is getting on a bit. I can understand why they wouldn't want to refresh it necessarily when we have various flavours of Redemptor that basically do the same thing. But at the same time, it has such an iconic place amongst the whole Space Marine range, and it's been around for so long that I'm going to end up missing it, and I'm sure lots of other people are as well, even if it isn't as popular as it used to be. Right on the upper end, though, the Sternguard Veterans box disappearing that's the worst of all three for me. And it's purely because of how good that kit is for customization, personalization, the amount of stuff in there that you can use on the rest of your Space Marine army. It's an absolute treasure trove of fantastic parts that you can use on almost any other Firstborn, and in a few cases Primaris kits, and it's just going to go away. And that genuinely sucks. Like, I can see why they're doing it. They don't want 2 Sternguard boxes available. That's just confusing for people just getting into it. But at the same time, it's so good that I can't help but feel really, really gutted that it's disappearing. I did debate putting on my black suit and tie for this particular video, but then I remembered I don't own a black suit, which makes doing that kind of difficult. Don't worry, it might seem like the niche for this channel is now bad news that no one wanted to hear, but it's fine. Things will start to look up any day now, as though, well, I say that, as though we don't have other cool stuff happening. Yeah, some kits are going out of circulation, which isn't good, but we also have an entire new edition on the way, and there's a whole combat patrol thing, which we're going to talk about next week, which is a fantastic idea, and I can't wait to see how well that actually turns out. There is good stuff happening, honest. Anyways, you're sitting there nursing a drink over the weekend. Remember to take a sip, do a cheers, pour one out for the old Terminators, the Boxnought and the Sternguard Veterans. We hardly knew them. They were gone so quickly. That's not true. That's not even remotely true, is it? I mean, the Terminators and the Dreadnought have been around for so many years. Still, sad to see him go. Let me know which one you're going to miss the most in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things, Patreon, video, subscribe, all that stuff. Click it if you like, don't click if you don't want to. And as always, there's an affiliate link in the description for Element Games, which you can use to support the channel if you would like. I leave it in your capable hands. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you for the next one. You know, if I'm going to insist on standing up every time I record now, I'm going to have to do something about well, the lights. Definitely the lights, but the fire alarm. I'm going to have to do something with that. Look at the state of it. It's just like a random, it's just like a ugly beige circle just on the screen. Like, I don't know how best to hide that. I could zoom in a bit and crop it out, but then I would be weirdly zoomed in and no one needs to see that. But then if I move the camera over, then it's gonna, I don't know what to do with that. Do I get like some bits off sprues and make it look like some sort of weird sci-fi like gubbin? What do I do? Do I put a disco ball on it? That's a stupid idea. I can't put a disco ball on a fire alarm. Can you do that? Can you put a disco ball on a fire alarm? Look, if you've got an idea as to what to do to hide that, if you've got an idea, then drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. Just let me know. There's got to be something we can do, because that's ugly AF, and I don't like it. I don't like it. What's the plan, gang? Let me know.